Ottawa has officially recognized the Rohingya refugee crisis as a genocide.
Crimes against humanity have been committed by the Myanmar military against the Rohingya and other ethnic minorities.
The House accepted the findings of a recent UN report detailing atrocities committed by Myanmar's military against the country's Rohingya Muslims. It includes killings, rape, and forced displacement. Hundreds of thousands of Rohingya have fled their country. Fareed Khan from the Rohingya Human Rights Network sent the Prime Minister an open letter on this topic earlier this week, and he joins me now from Ottawa. Fareed, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Ben.
So I like calling things what they are. If it's a genocide, we have to call it a genocide. Now that that has been done, what changes on the ground? What changes with this situation?
Well, first of all, to clarify, the motion in the House is an expression of the will of the House that this is a genocide. So the House of Commons has accepted the findings and declared it a genocide. Now it remains to be seen what the government's going to do with that. With respect to what's going to happen on the ground, right now it's more of a moral victory, and it depends now where the government's going to take this and how they're going to implement that. I commend the government for what, not the government, I commend the House of Commons for what they did, but now it's up to the Prime Minister and the Foreign Affairs Minister to take what the House has done and start implementing policies from the Canadian government which are going to help the Rohingya.
Well, your organization has been asking the government to call this a genocide for over a year. What took so long?
We don't know. We don't know because before the UN report, before Bob Rae's report, there was already evidence there that had been released in previous reports that were handed to the United Nations. The University of Queen Mary of London and the Yale Law School both did comprehensive studies which said that a genocide was happening. This information was there at that time, and we pointed this out to the government, and yet we had no action on their behalf from them.
We only have a few seconds left, but you want the government to strip Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi of her Canadian citizenship. Do you think that's going to happen?
Well, I think if you have someone who's complicit in genocide, they can't sit there holding a Canadian honor. And not just have her stripped of her citizenship, but also have her charged because she is complicit in what's been going on. All of the violence that happened under her watch. She's the Foreign Affairs Minister in Myanmar. She's refused to provide visas to people to enter into Myanmar to do independent investigations. So she's in fact been a hurdle to try and get the issue resolved and find out the truth of the matter. But now that this report has been issued by the UN, along with previous reports, I don't think Canada can any longer have her as an honorary Canadian.
Fareed Khan, thank you so much. And when the government does come up and present their concrete steps, we hope that you'll come back on the show and comment. We really appreciate your time this morning.
I'd be happy to do so.